Howdy. We're live. Hope everyone's well. Hope everyone is splendid today. Final game of the weekend. Should be a cracker. Oh, we need to turn that down. Let's turn that down. Alright. I might sneakily put the F1 on in the background as well. Just purely out of interest. Right, here we go. There's the game. Sorted. Hopefully, this game is as good as it feels like it should be on paper. So hello folks. If you want to vote on the poll in the chat, feel free to do so. Let me know your thoughts. If you've got any specific predictions, let me know. And I'm going to pin a link for the Jack Walker interview in the chat for afterwards. Because once this is done, and then at 5:30, the interview with Jack Walker will premiere. I removed it. I meant to pin it, but I removed it. Well done, me. There we go. Right. So I'll do a quick run through of the team lists and see if there's any comments to be made. Start with Hull Kingston Rovers. In the backs they have Morg, Davies, Hiku, Broadbent, Burgess, Lewis, May. In the forwards is Sue, McAlorum, Hadley, Whitbread, Martin and Minchella. On the bench is Litton, Warrior Hargreaves, Luckley and Tanganoa. 18th man is Brown. For Leeds, in the backs they have Miller, Edgell, Handley, Newman, Hall, Croft and Connor. In the forwards is Oledzki, O'Connor, Jenkins, Watkins, McDonald and Palacia. On the bench is Lasone, Holroyd, Bentley and Smith. Sinfield is the 18th man. Excellent. So my exact score prediction was Hull KR 24, Leeds 22. That's what I went with. There's not as many people here as there normally are. Hopefully we get some of the regulars back in. A little bit quiet at the moment. 6 votes, 67% say Hull KR is going to win, 33% say Leeds is going to win. Fair dues. I do need to make the stream highlights video for Hull FC vs Saints yesterday. I have put up the stream highlights for the double stream I did for Lee vs Wigan and Salford vs Warrington. So that's up on TikTok, link in the description if you want to watch that. Okay. Hi there, how are you? Vote for Leeds Rhinos to win. I'm alright, Slink. Hope you're doing well, mate. Welcome back. Good to see you. Leeds could do it. What I'm hoping is that it's not one of those games that's like talked up all weekend. I'm hyping it up, or the content creators are hyping it up, Sky Sports are hyping it up, fans are hyping it up, and then it's just a complete blowout. I think if it is a blowout, in a way, it could still end up being not a good thing. I'm not sure what the word is, but it could be still a meaningful game because it shows the quality of like Hull KR if they do manage to batter Leeds today. And given that Wigan lost 2 days ago, you then beat Leeds, who are like currently the next strongest team, by a significant margin. That like really like sets a statement. I think Hull KR win today, the next target, aside from obviously winning trophies, or more trophies, is you get that win over Wigan. Like, just getting that win over Wigan in a few, I think it's 7 or 8 weeks' time, something like that. If they can get that win, that's huge psychologically going into playoffs and the grand final potentially. So that's going to be, I think that's going to be quite important. Okay. Hello all, how's everyone? Not too bad. Not too bad, Kieran. Thanks for stopping by. Hey up, Alex. Hello, Dingle. Taylor Stevenson. Does he show the game? He does not show the game, Taylor, due to copyright reasons. Saints win. 2 points need KR to win. We will see. So yeah, Taylor, unfortunately, I do commentate on games. I don't show the games due to copyright reasons. If you can't watch the game, the best I can do is try and commentate as best as possible. Tackle count, position on the field, exactly what's happening, who has the ball, that kind of thing. I'll do my best to commentate. I'm not a commentator. It's just for those that can't watch it, I try and at least do my best to commentate to let people know what's going on so they can visualise it up here in the dome. But if you don't stick around, that's okay. That's okay. But I hope you do. 10:34 yesterday. See, I had no idea. In my head, okay, don't be upset, Kieran. Don't be upset. In my head, you were like 45 to 50. I had no idea, by the way. I had no idea. Just in my head. That's what I assumed. I don't know why I assumed it. I just did. But you are a young man. Splendid. I don't know why I assumed it. I just did. Please don't hate me. Happy belated, of course, yes. Is it 3 PM kickoff today? Yes, it is, Slink. So we are 6 minutes, now 5 minutes out. Just ready for a good game of rugby. Don't really care who wins, but obviously want the Reds too. I get you. Best commentator, King Edwards. What a guy. Me and you should have a game of Rugby League 26. Yeah, I've already said, well, that's fine. That is fine. Can't speak.
It's going to be a yellow card. I can't speak. You ballless git, Campbell. You dickhead.
When's the third Aussie game thing? That'll be Wednesday, my dude, I think. Let me double check for you. Should be. There was only 5 NRL games this weekend, so it should be... Yes, it is. 11:05 AM, so I'll be starting about 10 to 11. I'm sorry, Hate Hull's a team. You know, it's alright. It's alright. Do need to edit that stream from yesterday, the highlights for it. So yeah, a reminder, the Jack Walker interview is premiering on this channel at 5:30. There is a link pinned in the live stream chat. If you don't want to go through that, you can just go through my channel. You just click the channel name below the stream, and then go to videos, and it'll be premiering at 5:30. So hopefully people enjoy. I feel like the more we got into the questions and the conversation, the more I felt comfortable asking the questions, and I think the more comfortable he felt answering the questions as well. So yeah, it's good, and I'm happy with it. I'm very happy with it. So I'm glad to present it. Want to see a Minchella masterclass today? Maybe. I'm hoping a game like this brings the best out in everyone. Really. Sonny asks, what team do you support? I support Warrington Wolves. Sonny. First try scorer. You going for Burgess? Lindop, Leeds winger kid. Come on, Alex. First try scorer. Do you know what? I'm going to go Leeds with the first try. I reckon Ryan Hall gets the first try, and I reckon it's like 12-all at half-time. I reckon Leeds score first, Hull KR then take the lead, and then Leeds answer back before the half. And then it's 12-all at half time. I'll go with that. Right, they're going through the team list, so will I. So we'll do a quick run through. In the backs for Hull Kingston Rovers, they have Morg, Davies, Hiku, Broadbent, Burgess, Lewis and May. In the forwards, they have Sue, McAlorum, Hadley, Whitbread, Martin and Minchella. On the benches, Lytton, Warrior Hargreaves, Luckley and Tanginoa. Brown is the 18th man. In the backs for Leeds Rhinos, they have Miller, Edgell, Hanley, Newman, Hall, Croft and Connor. In the forwards is Aledzki, O'Connor, Jenkins, Watkins, McDonald and Palacia. On the benches, Lasoni, Holroyd, Bentley and Smith. Sinfield is the 18th man. Both teams have really good benches, to be fair. Both teams are good benches. Just one of the differences being that Leeds don't have a hooker. (24-22) to Leeds. Well, I went with that score, but for KR. Kieran's gone 25-10 to KR. Okay. Alright. So, no major changes to Hull KR from what I can tell. Normally Warrior Hargreaves would start, but I think coming off the bench is probably the right move. Hadley's been playing in the front row the last, week or two? Maybe more, but he's been doing well. Martin, a bit more game time back in as well, getting fresher and fresher, hopefully, and a bit more accustomed and, comfortable with the setup after that long-term absence. Tanginoa's been a great impact player. Luckley's been solid when he's come on. And yeah, it's a solid bench, real solid bench. I don't know what your point is, Alex. I'm not sure. Not sure what you mean. Let me just pull this. Try and block out some of that sun if I can. That looks alright. Players are coming out for Leeds. Still Edgell over Lum. I think Lum's been solid this year, so I think he would have been good for a game like today, but Edgell is in there. They've got Handley and Newman sort of swapped around, whether that's just a team sheet thing and they're actually playing in the normal positions. Handley on the left, Newman on the right, I don't know. Croft and Connor been solid. I think in the spine, I think having basically a full strength squad for Leeds is huge for today. But the forwards I think have been excellent this year. Like, they were decent to start with, Leeds, but in the forwards they've just been getting better and better and better. Aledzki, Jenkins, McDonald, Palacia, Lasoni, Holroyd, they've been really, really good through the middle. So I'm hoping for a good battle up front. So then it's about the kicking game. Connor's massively improved with his kicking game. Massively. And we all know that Hull KR like to do the same thing, shifting to the left, dinking the ball towards the back left and pinning teams in the corner. So it's going to be interesting what will be allowed to happen today. But we're about to get underway. Kieran, with the donation as we're about to start. Thank you very much for the donation, Kieran. It is greatly appreciated, sir. We are about to get underway. The Leeds Rhinos will kick to Hull Kingston Rovers in the final game of round 17. Just waiting any second now. Any second now. And we are underway. Leeds Rhinos kick to Hull Kingston Rovers. Taking on the full by May. Hands the ball off to Sue for the first carry of the game. Straight into a few Leeds players. And he stopped just over his own 10. McAlorum will wait at dummy half before handing the ball off to Davies to carry the ball just short of the 20. McAlorum there again. Hand the ball off to Minchella. He'll have a lot of work today. A lot of work to do through the middle today. No idea, Rajan. No idea. I have to ask somebody else. It's a tough one to predict. It's a very difficult one. Hull KR over their own 30. Fourth tackle. Now with Hadley. Bit of an awkward fall there. Legs in an awkward position, but it's out the back to Morg on the last tackle. Taken on the fall by Edgell. He could be under a fair bit of pressure today. We will see for the young lad. But he's had a bit of Super League experience, so hopefully it goes well for him in a big game like today. Jake Connor will hand the ball off to Miller. Nearly using O'Connor there. Over or under 17.5. I would say under. Oh, for the game. Oh. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I would personally say over, but I can't guarantee. So it's now with Jake Connor shifting left. Miller then just hands the ball off to Handley. Gives it to Edgell. He just sort of cuts back slightly towards the middle, but he's lifted off the ground, pushed towards the touchline. Got support from teammates there to make sure that he stays in field, but it's with Jake Connor on the last. Plenty of height on this kick. We have a contest on the 20. Collected on the full by Burgess. He's got plenty of room to run and support. Left and right. One to beat. Goes to his right to Morg. Slightly awkward pass. Has to stumble. Reinhold's there to help him. Was that forward? It did bounce forwards. Referee will say it was a forward pass. Oh my God. What a great chance that could have been. What a great chance that could have been. Just that, I think that slight little stumble for Morg helped, and just trying to launch the ball over the top was just a bit of an awkward one. Damn, that could have been a try 2 minutes into the game. Wow. Okay. It's kicking off already. The Leeds Rhinos in possession. There's a bit of a wake-up call, nice and early. I don't think there's too much they could have done because it was off the back of like a contest in the air. It just came up nicely for Burgess and he had room to run, but I think just to make sure that they're switched on. So it's now with Miller down the left edge. Now with Watkins, inside Hull Kingston Rovers territory. Palace here with the next carry. It's coming up to the last tackle now, 3.5 minutes gone. Now with Brodie Croft. He's going to kick towards the back right, towards the 20. Batted backwards, recovered by Leeds still. It's now with Croft, gets an offload for O'Connor. Left to Jake Connor. Do they have the space and numbers? Launched it across to Edgell, that's a great ball. Maybe slightly forward, I'm not too sure. Edgell tries to offload it, but knocks the ball on. And that's been a cracking opening 4 minutes. I'm sure the Zen Monk will have a nice clean game with no issues. The Zen Monk versus Warrior Hargreaves. Get them locked in. Like ram's horns together. So both sides having to deal with a bit of early pressure. I like this already. Okay then, Davies with the first carry of this new set for the Robins. Takes it just over the 10, now with McAlorum, hands the ball off to Petter Hiku. Having a great year this year with the Robins. Up towards the 20, McAlorum. Then on his right to Martin. Now with Minchella in centre field. Pops it up to Sue, takes it over the 30 for the Robins, and now coming up towards the 5-minute mark very shortly. Fourth tackle left to Lewis. Decides to kick from behind the 40 towards the right-hand side. Really well placed. Taking a while for a player to get there from Leeds. And there's a solid white and red wall from Hull Kingston Rovers to bring Miller down on the 20. So Connor will then hand the ball off to Handley, who takes up towards the 30. Now with Edgell. Not making too much ground on that one. O'Connor waits at dummy half. We've had over 5 minutes gone now. Third tackle for the Rhinos, over their 40, now with Ledsky taking the next carry. O'Connor, right to Palacia, out the back to Croft. Pops up to McDonald. Having a good year himself as well. Fair play to him. It's now with Croft, under a little bit of pressure, but gets the ball away. We've got another contest here, taken cleanly by Davies, but wrapped up by Miller. And Watkins is there to help as well. Now a Peteku over the 30. So one of the ways I kind of thought this game would go is that both sides would look to go back and forth, basically. They'd be happy to treat it like a grand final, just going back and forth, not giving too much away. I think the one team that's more likely to break the pattern is Leeds, whereas KR are much more system-focused, game plan-focused, that they would just do what they typically have been doing. It's Leeds that would take more of the risks. So whether it would pan out for them, we'll see. That's kind of how I assumed the game would go. We've got 6.5 minutes gone. So now with Mikey Lewis on the last, hits the belly of the ball from halfway. The screen has gone black for me, so that's incredible. I cannot see a thing. So you let me know what's going on. Great. Excellent. Excellent. There we go. Okay, 7 minutes on the clock. We're back. I don't know if anyone else got that, but yeah. Oh, big hit then onto... Who was that onto? Jenkins. O'Connor gives the ball off to Ledsky with a really strong carry inside Hull KR territory. Third tackle coming up. Cheeky Guinness, Dark Like My Soul. Oh, okay. Croft is eventually wrapped up by Minchella on Hull KR's 30, or just short of it. O'Connor on the 4th. On his right to Palacia. He takes the next carry now about 25 metres out from the try line. O'Connor on the last, left to Croft. Then across to Connor. What's he going to do with it here? Go out the back to Miller. He will just almost be tackled. No, he will be tackled. So not quite how they wanted to end that set, but that's, them's the breaks, I'm afraid. Them's the breaks. So now we're Burgess. Just over 8 minutes gone. We had two very close, or very good chances, I should say, in the first 4 minutes. One from each side, but the last few minutes since then, it's been very back and forth, not giving too much away. It's now a Peteku. Takes the next carry just short of halfway for the Robins. 8.5 minutes gone, 4th tackle. Over on the right-hand side with May. Comes back towards the middle with Hadley. Now inside Leeds territory with the last tackle coming up. 3 Leeds defenders in the tackle to bring him down. McAlorum goes short side right to Arthur Morg. Miller will have time to collect this, but there is a wall again of white and red jerseys. 9 minutes gone. Handley at dummy half. Gives the ball off to Edgell. Carries the ball up towards the 20. It's been a solid game so far indeed. Indeed. Now O'Connor, off the back of a Ryan Hall carry, will then hand the ball off to Harry Newman. Takes the ball up towards the 30. Almost 9.5 minutes gone. 3rd tackle, now 4th tackle for Leeds. O'Connor, left to Jake Connor, then across to Watkins down the left edge. Calls him forward from the crowd, and it looks like the referee is going to give it as such. So that is, there's going to be a mistake from Leeds, gifting the ball to the Robins in great territory. Jake Connor says it wasn't forward. I would say it is forward. Very slightly. It's not massive, but I think very slightly. It is close. So just got the game stopped for now. 9 minutes and 43 seconds on the clock. This will be in normal play. the best chance that the Robins will have. Had a great chance in broken play earlier. So, out the back of the scrum, McAlorum carries the ball just short of the 20. The Robins about to hit the red zone. Minchella in centre field. Switches back to Sue. What can the Robins conjure up? With 10 minutes gone in this game, no points yet. Minchella right to May. Pops the ball up to Martin. He's got a chance to go in, and he does against his old club. It just had to be, didn't it? It just had to be. So 4-0 with a kick to come. The kick, or the distance from the post, looks fairly manageable. So likely to be 6-0. But the Robins are gifted field position. And, yeah. Took a few chances for Hull KR to get the points. They got it done fairly quickly. Ain't got iPads, so needing your impeccable commentary, sir. I'll do my best, Kieran. I will do my best. Rob, you got any ice packs hidden anywhere on your person today? Not today. I don't think I'm in need of them. I'm actually quite content in terms of temperature today. I'm all right. What's with this late commentary, Alex? Bugger said Burgess. Oh dear. Who would have thunked it, eh? Who would have thunked it? Peter. Not angry, I'm just disappointed. So kick to come. For some reason your stream never came up for me. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. I don't know why. I'm currently watching it like on my PC as well. I've got it on in the background. It seems to be doing okay. So 11 minutes and 38 seconds on the clock. First points from Le Robins. And the kick is good. That's going to be 6-0 for Hull Kingston Rovers. This is what I was saying, is that I think Leeds are willing to take more risks, but can they, make sure they get away with things cleanly inside the midfield? Yeah, I was here when you asked that, but I said I don't know what you mean, because I didn't know what you meant, because it made no sense. But if you're saying that the stream didn't work for you, then it now makes sense. But I've been here the whole time. So back underway. Watching Formula 1, hate KR with a passion. I too have the F1 on in the background. No need to apologise. Was just the thumbnail. Oh, okay. Interesting. So the Robins up towards around 30. Burgess taking the next carry. With the fourth tackle next up. McAlorum hands the ball off to Minchella in centre field. He'll take a carry just behind the ruck. Eating up some extra metres. And there's a 6 again on halfway. This will put Leeds under a lot more pressure once again. Now in Mikey Lewis on the 40. Steps off his left foot, but is wrapped up by Jenkins. Need to make sure they keep doing that with Mikey Lewis today. Don't give him too much time and space to run. Sue taking the next carry over the 30. A few metres shy of the 20-metre line, so they'll be about 23 metres away from the try line. Entering the red zone now with Hanley. He takes the carry. Strong hit there from Jenkins. Got help from a few other Leeds Rhinos teammates to wrap him up. McDonald and Croft were there, just short of the 10. McAlorum goes short side left to Mikey Lewis. Pops the ball up. It's a little bit wayward. I think it's knocked on there from Broadbent. And the referee is going to say... It's going to say knock on, but from who? I'm not sure what he said. Hold the line, caller. I think it's going against Leeds, so this will be Hull KR's ball. Croft isn't too happy with it. Yeah, it's going to be a scrum for Hull KR on the 10. Okay. They chose not to challenge it, which is probably the smart move. I reckon they would have ended up losing it probably. But it's now with Broadbent over on the left-hand side of the field, about 9 metres out. Near the left touchline, Burgess will come back towards the middle with Mikey Lewis. Now with Dean Hadley, carries it back over the 10. In centre field, slightly left of the sticks, 14.5 minutes on the clock. Second tackle, McAlorum goes to his right to Minchella, pops out the back to May, then across to Morg, then to Hiku, goes himself, stopped just a metre short the line, make that maybe 2. R to Morg, near the back right corner, comes back towards the left with May, then to McAlorum, he'll switch back to Minchella. He spins, but he's wrapped up just about 9 metres out from the line. McAlorum in centre field between the sticks will go left to May. Out the back to Lewis. Pops it up for Whitbread. That's a great tackle. About 4 or 5 metres out. Mikey Lewis, I think, drops the ball from the play of the ball. He's claiming there was interference in the ruck. Kendall is going to say that was a mistake from the Robins, I think. Afternoon, Rob. Hope you're well. Thanks for yesterday. Enjoyed it, mate. Thank you. Thank you for being there. I trust you enjoyed the win yesterday against Le Catalan. Who scored first? It was Reece Martin. We have a Leeds player down at the moment. Shoulder injury. I didn't see who it was. Does anyone see who it was? Oh, Harry Newman. Newman, okay. So what would they do with the lineup here if he's not good? I'd imagine Watkins to centre and then Bentley in the back row, most likely. Something like that. Wasps looking to build new ground in Kent. Hopefully they might ground share with the league team. I'd love London Broncos to make it their permanent home. Could be good, actually. Could be good. Maybe if there's a bit more Union and League collaboration down south, it might make both games a bit more sustainable. Maybe. Leeds are going to shift the ball early in their own, or inside their own half here. They'll make some decent ground up towards the Robins 40. Over near the left touchline though, just metres away. Handley comes back towards the middle with Connor. Then to Croft, who will switch back to Palacia. He gets an offload for O'Connor. Then across to Croft. Hands it off to McDonald. Now with Newman, who is wrapped up, pushed near the touchline. Hall helps to keep him in, but there's plenty of Robins there to try and push him out. Looks like he's just staying in. He'll play this for McDonald. Now the last tackle. Croft will kick on the last. It's up for Morg. Leeds players are there too. He takes it. No, he doesn't take it clean. I'm sure he's dropped it there. I'd challenge that. If he can challenge it, I'd challenge it. But if he can't, fair enough. I think he's gotten away with one there, maybe. I'd have to see it again. Oh, maybe. Maybe he's just kept that. I don't know if it touched the ground. That's very close. I think he might have just kept it. That's all good then. The Robins up to their own 40. Fourth tackle coming up now. Just over 17 minutes gone now with Hadley. Bumps off one. Carries the ball up towards halfway. Solid carry there from Dean Hadley. McAlorum on halfway. Goes short side left to Mikey Lewis. We've seen this plenty of times this year. Just dinks the ball over the top towards the back left. And it'll just bounce into touch. Will we see a wild Josh Sim in the crowd? Maybe, maybe not. Okay. So, the game is slowed down slightly. A little bit of a breather. Reece Martin playing prop right. Reece Martin's playing second row. Leeds just short their own 20. Next carry is going to be from Aledzki. He'll play this ball for O'Connor, slightly left of centre field. Now with Palacia taking the next carry just over the 30. Fourth tackle coming up for the Rhinos. Exactly that. Needs to make up time. Would be great for a Southern team to challenge. Indeed. There's a break down the left-hand side, though, with Handley. He's got support on his inside, or it's a bit tricky to get the ball off, though, but that's a great tackle from Morg. Not to let him get anything anything easy there. Now with Jake Connor in centre field, launches it right to Croft. Then to McDonald, just drops the ball, hands the ball off to Mikey Lewis easily. Would have been a great chance for the Rhinos then, but that just... it's a chance squandered. I don't know how many chances Leeds are going to have in this game. Even though they are a good team this year, how many chances are they going to get? I don't know. So when they do get them, they have got to take them. So Whitbread... sorry, not Whitbread. I don't know why I said that. Because I'm stupid. Broadbent took the ball up to halfway. Minchella then carries it over to the 40-yard line. Inside Leeds territory, but gets an offload for Broadbent. That's the one. That's the right one. Now with Mikey Lewis. Then to Hadley. Across to May. Pops up to Reece Martin, the try scorer. Then across to Hickey. That's a gorgeous ball there. Off to Davies, who then cuts back inside. But he's wrapped up by Watkins. Solid tackle there. Now Mikey Lewis on the last will kick about 25 metres out from the try line. Miller is up. Takes it just cleanly enough. But he's stopped about 4 or 5 metres in front of his own try line. With the first quarter of this game now done and dusted. Leeds could be under a bit of pressure here. We will see. Ryan Hall with the next carry takes it over the 10 and a few extra metres. Now with McDonald. Over the 20. Fourth tackle coming up for Leeds. And now that's Cameron Smith has entered the field for the Rhinos. Taking it over the 30. That's a really strong carry. Now at the back to Jake Connor. Bit of a awkward kick, but that's possibly knocked on. The referee says backwards, but I think that might have dropped down first before. I don't know. I think he has got away with that personally. I don't know. Burgess with the next carry takes it over the 40 for the Robins. 21 minutes on the clock. I need to yawn. I don't know why I need to yawn. I really don't. Litton is now on, so is Tanganoa. He's going to scoot from dummy half, but he's wrapped up immediately by McDonald. Well, on the last, Mikey Lewis will kick slightly towards the back left. Miller's underneath it, collects it just in front of his own try line, returns it up towards his own 10. 3 Robins players in the tackle. Again, I don't know why I need to yawn. This is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I do have some cans of Monster downstairs. I might need to get one at half time. We'll see. Next carry from Aledzki over the 30 for the Leeds Rhinos. O'Connor will go left to Cam Smith. Then to Jake Connor. Cross to Miller. Then Handley. Not too much room to work with. So Edgell now waits at dummy half. He comes back towards middle on the last tackle with Jake Connor. Hits the belly of the ball. Could be a tough one to take. Looks a bit awkward. Bounces once, but bounces up nicely enough for Artur Morg to recover. He skips past one. Does skip past two, but then there is someone immediately there to stop him. Then Davies with the next carry takes it up to the 40 for the Robins. Looking for another quick play of the ball. Nailed it first time. Mikey Lewis with the next carry over halfway. 22 and a half minutes gone in this game. Dean Hadley over the 40 inside Leeds territory. Oh, you're from Papua New Guinea. Welcome. There is a chase for the ball. Miller manages to collect it under a bit of pressure. Offloads it to Ryan Hall. I tend to get a lot of viewers from Papua New Guinea, so thank you. Very kind people on this channel. Very kind people. Leeds Rhinos in possession. It's with O'Connor. He carries the ball up towards the 40. Minchella is claiming there's a lost ball in there, I think. Now Cam Smith across to Connor, then to Watkins. Good hands. Launches it across to Edgell. This is the thing with Leeds. I like the intent. I love the intent, actually, because if you're gonna play against the best team in the league, you've got to show up and actually act like you want to win the game, first of all. Leeds are acting like they want to win the game. Have they been perfect? Far from it. But the intent, you got to respect it. If they can just clean it up a little bit, if they can execute a little bit better, then they could be onto something. They just got to be a little bit cleaner. Just got to be a bit cleaner. Phone died, not watching on telly. Did I miss anything important over the last 2 minutes? Not too much. Leeds tried to spread the ball inside the middle third, and then the pass was just wayward, went into touch. So the intent from Leeds has been good in this game. They're just still making a few too many mistakes, turning over the ball in midfield. They just need to clean that up a little bit. As now with Mikey Lewis, gets half a break. He's slammed onto the ground, or dragged onto the ground, by Holroyd. Now in centre field with Minchella, pops out the back to May, then across to Reece Martin. Still the only try scorer after nearly 25 minutes in this game. Lots of space on that left side for Leeds. What would you do if coach? As the KR coach or Leeds coach? Now in Minchella, left to May, across to, or cut out across the face of Mikey Lewis to Broadbent, who's under pressure from Ryan Hall immediately. KR coach, what would you do? I don't know. Just make sure there's enough inside pressure from Marker. I think that's all they can do, really. It's not always going to be perfect. Just make sure you got the inside pressure. You don't stay disconnected. As long as you stay solid as a line. So, on the 4th tackle, Litton will shoot it left to Mikey Lewis. That's a awkward tackle there. He wasn't here high, was he? Or... Oof. I don't think he was hit high, but that looked very awkward. So there's a knock-on from Mikey Lewis, but he's not in a good way at the moment. Okay, so there's a challenge from KR, challenging the decision of a knock-on, claiming there's a high tackle. Okay, gotcha. The rain is launching it down at the Grand Prix. Oh my god, it is launching it. Damn. But everyone's on intermediates, but is that even going to cut it? There's a safety car as well. Piastri leading the race. Let's see what the happens with the captain's challenge. I don't think it was high, but it did look awkward. Oh, well. Yeah. I guess it was. No. Okay, a penalty anyway for the high shot, but it doesn't lead to the knock-on. He actually already dropped the ball before he made contact. So, doesn't lead to the knock-on. He already dropped it. Like, it didn't touch the ground yet, but it was out of his hands. So I don't think it led to the knock-on, but I'm okay with foul play. It's just, you know. Who gives a shit, really? It doesn't matter. It's the same result anyway. But Hull KR are going to go for 2. Smart move. Makes sense. Just Stavanger should go well at Wakey? I think so. I think... He wasn't... He's not like a star player. So if you see an article where somebody puts NRL star Jazz Stavanger joins Wakefield Trinity, they're bullshitting you immediately. Jazz Stavanger's not a star, okay? It's just not. Not every NRL player is a star. But he's a solid player, he's reliable. And the penalty is good, so that's 8-0. He played hooker for Samoa in the 2-match test series last year. I think he was okay. He was not really a hooker, but at Manly Seagulls this year, he's played a little bit of 9 and a little bit of 13 as well. I think sometimes acting a bit as a prop off the bench. So he's been quite versatile. A bit of a fix-it man. Comes on, sort of injects himself here and there. So I think this year he's taken a massive step up. So he could play 9 for Wakey, could play 13, impact player off the bench. You know, I think there's multiple roles for him next year. And you know, if Wakey have another year next year like this one, where they're chopping and changing all the time, somebody that can fill in different roles is going to be quite important. So I think it could be a decent signing. Awful call that, lost the ball before the tackle. I agree, Ramaman. Oh my god, I can't speak. I agree that he lost the ball before the tackle, but the problem is it was still high. So there's a penalty for a high shot. Right, so we are back underway. It is 8-0 to the Robins. Minchella will go right to May. Morg wrapped up by Hanley. It's a great jam into... English is very difficult, especially given it's my first language. On the last tackle, the Robins kick the ball away, and Miller collects it on his own 10. You're welcome, Trent. You're very welcome. Jake Connor, just over his own 20, will hand the ball off to Sam Lasoni, the big man, with a really strong carry, almost breaking through the line. Wants a quick play of the ball. English is 3 languages hiding in a single trench coat. Spot on. O'Connor waits a dummy half after the last carry from Miller. Third tackle, Lasoni with the next one. Now inside Hulk R territory. They're trying to bring him down, trying to rip his jersey. McElroy, if you want that shirt, get it after the game, mate. O'Connor hands the ball off to Holroyd. Last tackle, just less than 30 metres out. They go short side left to Miller. He then launches it back towards the middle. Jake Connor has possession, kicks the ball towards the right, not much distance on it. Bounces backwards for Leeds, but it's collected by Morg. Whistle is blown. But they'll say knock on from the Robins. Did they knock it on? I thought Reinhold touched that, but I think Burgess had a hand in there from a different angle. Oh yeah, actually. He might be right. Well spotted. Well spotted. This will be Leeds' best chance of the game here. They had one after 4 minutes. It's been a little while since they've been this close. It's right to Croft. Got a bit of space to work with, but cuts back off his right foot and he's stopped 10 metres out. Hello, Joshua. Good to see you. Again. Holroyd with a strong carry. 5 metres out. It's out the back to Miller. Pops it up to Watkins. Wanted to offload it, but no one was there. O'Connor, a few metres out. 6 again for the Rhinos. Cam Smith across to Miller. Wrapped up, loses the ball. Tries to kick the ball across, but is recovered by the Robins on their own 10. So they deal with that one. Bit of a disconnect there. Bit of a disconnect. But good defensive work from the Robins to shut that one down, putting Miller under pressure. It's Broadbent that went into him. And Davies will carry the ball over the 20. Now JWH up towards the 30 for the Robins. 31 minutes on the clock. Right to Minchella, who'll switch back to Reece Martin. Again, the only try scorer in this game. Now with Hadley, with a really strong carry over halfway, not too far off the 40. Last tackle, they'll go short side left to Litton. Under a bit of pressure from Market, but Miller underneath it takes it cleanly, just short of his own 10. Goes across to Edgell. Bit of a risky one, but he's stopped on the 10. He'll play this for Miller, and he'll give it to Ryan Hall. Up towards the 20. Then with Ash Handley up towards the 30. Lockie Miller at dummy half. He's got Watkins on his left, who'll carry the ball up towards the 40. Decent metres there. 32 minutes gone in this game. Now with Cam Smith. Are they going to try and spread the ball? Almost an interception from Litton. Will they get a 6 again? Did he not touch the ball? I thought he did. I was positive he touched it then. But it's now with Croft on the last. Will kick down the right-hand side. Taken on the full by Morg. Carries it over the 20. Now 30. Steps off his right foot. Awkward hit there from Holroyd. Now with Davies. That looked a little bit awkward as well. Strong hit. Very strong hit. Now with Hadley, over the 40. McIllorum on the 4th, right to Minchella. Excuse me, up towards the 30. Inside Leeds half, 33 minutes on the clock. Last tackle for Hull Kingston Rovers. McIllorum goes left to Lytton. Towards the back left, Ryan Hall underneath it, under a bit of pressure. Stopped a metre short of the try line. Quite a bit of work for Leeds to do now. Newman with the first carry this set. 3 defenders wrapping him up, trying to push him back. He'll gain maybe a metre, maybe a bit less than that on that first plate. So Leeds could be really struggling here. Next is Edgell to take the carry. Just short the 10. I'll go short side right to Newman. Not too much ground. He'll get an offload for Miller. Then with Cam Smith. So they don't really make too much ground actually. More laterally than forwards. Well, there'll be a scoot from Miller. Bit of room to run. If they can find a break down that left edge again. If they keep working the ball. Leeds will find something at some point, I think. But they'll kick on the last from Connor. 34 minutes gone. Burgess will recover this back towards his own 40. So with a fresh set, this is incredible field position to be in. Davies already over halfway. And a few extra metres as well. Next is Broadbent, just short of the 30. Now Warrior Hargreaves looking to get an offload, but he's just wrapped up. Short of the 20. Entering the red zone, now look forward. May pops up to Reece Martin. Stopped on the 10, just right at the sticks. Short side right to May. Out the back to Morg. Good hands, that did look forward as well. It is rule forward, that's a good call. That's a very, very good call. Cracking finish, by the way. Let's not skip past that. That was a cracking finish by Davies in the corner, but well called for forward. It's because they're inconsistent, Alex. There you go. I've solved it. So we've got a few minutes to go in the first half. Newman with a bit of room to run, just darting and weaving. Takes it over the 20. Next carry from Cam Smith over the 30. Now with O'Connor, with Lasoni then on his right, up towards the 40. 4 minutes to go in the first half. Short side right to Croft on the last. Down the right-hand side. Taken on the full by Morg. Recovers it over his 30. Skipping towards the left-hand side. Just short of the 40 now with Broadbent waiting at dummy half. First tackle. Gives the ball to Burgess. Then hands the ball to Davies. Not the best of choices there for a pass. Not the best choice. Lytton then hands the ball off to Burgess for a carry over the 40. Oh, there's a massive crash in the F1. Oh dear. Oh dear. And another safety car. Bloody hell. Jesus Christ. They all go kicking off at Silverstone. The Robins now in centre field. May will go left to Lytton. He'll engage the line himself. Can he get an offload? Yes, he can. I think maybe that was slightly forward, but nothing crazy. Tanganoa supporting his left. That was forward. Well done, Kendall. Well done. Chris Kendall's got some balls today. Good lad. Good lad. We've seen... Okay, that one's a very obvious one, but we've seen some ridiculous ones, like, just been let go. So the fact he's... As far as I can tell, every forward pass I think he's given so far, fair play, Chris Kendall. I think one thing... When it comes to like momentum, when someone's running at high speed, I think they're a little bit more afraid to call those as forward. But when maybe there's a moment where a player has to stop, or like with Morg, it was a little bit more like a tip-on. Even though it did have grasp of it, it was slightly like a tip-on because it was quick hands. That one, I think, Tangano had to sit for a second before getting the ball off. And, I mean, Chris Kendall was there. He was in line with it to see anyway. But I think they're a little bit more hesitant with the momentum-looking ones. But well done, Chris Kendall. Leeds Rhinos, though, with 2 minutes to go in this first half to try and put a dent in this game. They'll launch it left. It's now with Ash Handley trying to get around Petiku. He can do. He's got Edgell on his left. He has to cut back towards the middle. Almost pushed into touch. Just stays in field. Handley's there to help him out. On to Hull Chaos 40. On the fourth tackle. Now with Callum Watkins. Making a few metres there. Last tackle. They will likely just belt this ball up. Wouldn't mind if they try and play around him, but we'll see what they do. It's with Jake Connor. Across to Croft. And then across to Newman. He'll ship the ball over the top. There's a chase here from Hall and Newman as well. They'll wrap up Morg just behind his own 10. So, we will see how much time the Robins can eat up on this set. But Leeds, if they can stay strong and disciplined defensively on this set, they could get a decent chance with a few plays before half-time, and maybe they can come up with something. It's with Litton. Hands the ball off to Davies, taking it over the 20. And now a little bit closer to the 30. As long as it's consistent throughout from now on, yeah, hopefully. Hopefully, that's all we want. Just a bit of consistency is fine. It's now last tackle, May. 30 seconds to go in the first half. Miller underneath it. I reckon they can get maximum 3 plays out of this, maybe. Miller shifts slightly towards the left. He stopped on the 30. He'll play this for O'Connor. And the screen's gone black again. That's great. Okay, now it's back on. Thank you. Thank you. Excellent. O'Connor. With 5 seconds to go, it's now Brodie Croft. He was looking to kick, but then darts back towards the left. Hands it off to Watkins, who knocks the ball on. That's going to be half-time. That's a very disappointing end to the half from Leeds. I'm still very happy with their intent in this game so far. I think they've done a good, pretty good job. That's a solid half, that. Exception is Wigoon. So many forward passes. They seem normal to the refs. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just... I don't know what the answer is. Okay. True, Jonathan. Good point. Well, now it's half time. I can watch a bit more of the F1. I'm quite disappointed, actually, because Alonso was in a good position. The safety cars were a mess. I don't know what happened exactly. Now he's down in 9th. So that's excellent. So yeah, we're on to the F1, boys. We're on to the F1. Get in. It's Piastri leading, Verstappen in second, Norris third, Stroll up 13 places in fourth, Hülkenberg up 14 in fifth. Do you know what? I'll take a Hülkenberg podium. He's never had one. I'll take a Hulk podium. Go on, son. Gasly in sixth, Hamilton 7th, Russell 8th, Alonso 9th, Sainz 10th. What's the safety car for? Last one I saw was Hadjar smacked into the wall. His wheel came off. But I'm so frustrated that it's like, sure, the crash has been sorted out. I'd hope so. Safety car's still out at the moment. Antonelli's coming in for a pit stop. So this might be it. This might spark the Kinetic F1 channel. This is what might be it. Or just the Kinetic Sports channel. Watching F1 and Rugby League at the same time. I just got a bunch of F1 fans watching as I'm talking. They're like, who the hell is Elliot Minchella? Does he drive for Sauber or something? No, he's a Rugby League player. Race looks decent though. Looks a bit spicy. Interesting stuff. I've not really kept up to date with it too much this year. When my geezer is in a car that's not so competitive, it's very difficult to watch. I heard about that Lewis. Is he replacing Verstappen? Who's winning? It's Piastri is beating Verstappen 8-0. Well, that's what I said. Piastri's beating Verstappen 8-0. Score's on the screen anyway. Paul knows how it works. He knows. He's a regular. So, is the safety car coming in this lap? I'm not too sure. Not too sure. I'm going to check X real quick. See if anything's been said about what's gone on. I saw there was a team radio before from Alonso. It went on for a little while. I'm not sure what was said because it didn't come up with a message, but it went on for a long time. So I'm not sure. Some people not happy. There's a lot of Spanish fans that are not happy with Aston Martin. Yeah. Not happy at all. Okay. Is Etihad Stadium getting an upgrade? I think it is. Oh, it is. They're doing the... Oh, okay. Surely, with the size of that now, they can consider that for a grand final. Surely. Because I know it's Old Trafford at the moment because of, like, the size of the stadium. Maxing out ticket sales and stuff. But surely, if they're increasing the seats at the Etihad, surely now... Current capacity is 53,400. Etihad expansion project will increase its capacity to 60,000 spectators. So, come on, make the change. Make the change, man. Just do it. It's a nicer stadium. Get it done. Please. They're not going to do it, though. I just know they're not. Verstappen spin. Oh, I missed it. Oh, okay. I literally just saw it. Because I'm watching from the app, it's a bit behind. So I don't know how much further behind, but I've just seen... I'm currently watching a replay of Ollie Behrman's spin. So he's just spun. That's where I'm at currently on this broadcast. Why do they play at MKM? Capacity is only 26k. What are you on about, Logan? I don't know. I don't know what you mean. Or did someone else say the MKM? Player the oh yeah, it was. I'm pretty sure it's a joke. I'm pretty sure it's a joke. I think they could do a Challenge Cup semi, like they did a few years back at Bolton's ground. They did a back-to-back semi-final. They could do that at the MKM. Could be good. Well, that's why it might be a neutral ground then. If FC can't make the semi-final, it'll be a neutral ground. I do hope, though, Leeds can clean up their act a bit in the second half and just make it a bit more of a close contest. I think they're still in this game, absolutely are in this game. One try and it's wide open. But they just got to get it. You've got to clean it up a little bit. I like the intent. Just got to be cleaner. 10-second penalty for Minchell. Penalty to Ocon. Deduct 10 points from Williams. Riley Lund ruled out. I'm not sure what the situation is with him. I'm not sure if he's injured or someone else in the chat might know. Let me just have a quick Google. Let's see. That doesn't help. I'm not sure. Someone else might know. Who thinks winning the League Leaders Shield in the Grand Final? I think League Leaders Shield is likely to be Hull KR's. I think that one's pretty much locked in. As it relates to the Grand Final right now, I'm leaning towards the Hull KR, but I'm not completely ruling out Wigan or Leeds as of right now. And then I think if Lee can find a bit of consistency, then Lee are a dark horse. But they really need to pick up the consistency and just overall quality. But yeah, so it's kind of, I'd say, Hull KR there, Wigan and Leeds about there, and then Lee is sort of there. So they have a chance. So, what's going on here? Antonelli, there we go. Antonelli is out. That's another one. 10-second sin bin. Stop calling it a stop-go penalty, just a 10-second sin bin. Let's see, Alonso up to 8th because of the Verstappen spin. Helps that Sainz is there to cover slightly. Wear a wire. Here's the thing with me and Warrington. Here's the thing. Rank the 3 British drivers. Okay, I'll do that real quick because that's probably easier to get through. The 3 British drivers. So we've got Norris, we've got Russell, we've got Hamilton. I'm saying... as of right now... Oh, that's actually such a tough one as of right now. They're all really close to me, actually. There's nuances to it, but as of right now, I'm going to rank Russell first, Norris second, Hamilton third. As of right now, how they're performing, but there's a lot more nuance that goes into it. And I'll get onto my Warrington point in a second. One thing I can't understand is how Catalan's got a probably top 6 team. They still can't seem to play full 80 minutes. Yeah, it's a weird one. It's really weird. They got such a strong team, great recruitment. Then they got Toby Sexton coming in next year. I don't know what happened with Matt Namara because he was doing such a great job. In the last couple of years, it's actually been a massive drop off. So it's a very weird one. I don't know if Joel Tompkins is going to be the guy to take him forwards. They might have to go and get somebody else. The way I think about it is put each driver in each other's cars. Do they perform better or worse? I think Hamilton is in the worst car. He's been a little bit inconsistent. The cars, in terms of development, a little bit up and down this year. Suits some circuits better than others. The McLaren's obviously pretty reliable on all circuits. And the Mercedes has still been decent this year. I just think Russell is the better driver. As Hamilton overtakes him. But I do think he is a better driver. Overall. But it's so... As of right now, by the way, just to be clear, as of right now, and it's so marginal. It's like when I do power rankings and I put one team above another, I say, the difference is that. But they think it's this. It's marginal. Burnt out after Challenge Cup final? Are you talking about Warrington? Maybe a little bit. The thing is with Warrington, for me, some of the effort areas have been poor. Some of the actual performances defensively and offensively have been poor. Defensively, I'm not happy at all. What I'm trying to keep in mind is that the intended spine at the start of the season was Dufty, Williams, Hayes, Walker. Dufty's, I said this exact same thing yesterday. Dufty's had stints out this year. Williams has been out this year. We didn't bring in Sneed till, was it round 6 or 7? Or was it a bit later than that? Walker's been out for a while. He even had to play in the halves for 2 weeks. Ashton's out for the season. I think Thulis was out for some weeks. Lindup's now out for the year. Holroyd's out for the year. Fitzgibbon, I think, had stints out as well. I think Harrison missed some games as well. I can't remember if Vaughan missed some games as well. Then we lost out on Musgrove because he ended up at Oldham. Toby King, I'm sure he had some injuries out. Roderick Ty is now out for God knows how long. Was Philbin either rested or had an injury last week, so didn't play? It's just... We've really gone through it. We are chopping and changing all the time. We have not had our best possible spine this year. Ratchford's had to play in the halves. Dufty could get in any team. He probably could do. Probably could do. But the thing I'm trying to keep in mind with Warrington, we have not had a settled team all year. All year. So, hopefully, towards the back end, we're at full strength, minus Ashton. I'm not sure how long Roderick Ty is supposed to be out for. If we can bring in Nenny McDonald, I don't know if we will do. Apparently, we're rumoured to, but I don't know if we will or won't. If we do, I'd greatly appreciate that because we need the cover in the backs. But I trust Josh Thulis and Jake Thulis. I trust Connor Wrench. I trust Toby King. But maybe we need to find a little bit more cover in the back line somewhere. We are about to get back underway shortly as well for the second half. But the thing that I think I need to keep in mind and that everyone else needs to keep in mind, as much as Warrington look really poor, and I'm not happy with it, trust me, I'm not happy with it, is that we've not been settled at all. So if there is a point that we can get settled, I think there is the genuine potential that we can upset some teams. that we can compete in big, big occasions. We've shown it in the Challenge Cup final. We were the underdogs 3 times against Saints, but we won all 3 of those games this year. So there's a good team in there. We just got to get some consistency, and we'll be right. But we will be getting back underway now. Leeds Rhinos in possession. I don't think I do, Peter. I know you're just joking, but I think there's merit in what I'm saying. But there are those. Dufty, Thulis, Ty, Lindup, Wrench, King, Ashton, Williams, Sneed, Walker, Lost Musgrove, Fitzgibbon, Holroyd, Philbin. What else do you want me to say? So, Leeds now spreading the ball. It is lost from Hanley. And it comes up with the Robins in possession. Leeds looking good, looking less good, yeah. Just like that, it turns completely on its head. So we've had 1 minute and 18 seconds gone. McLaurin now inside the Rhinos half. There'll be a switch back to Tanganoa. Mikey Lewis on the sideline. He failed the HIA, did he? Martin carries the ball up towards the 20. It looks like it. I think Lewis is done for the day. McLaurin, 20 metres out. On his left to Warrior Hargreaves. Carries the ball up towards the 10. And McLaurin, centre field, left to Minchella. Then with Litton, just dabs the ball through. Recovered by Lockie Miller. Well done there from Miller. Stopped a metre or 2 short of the try line. 2 minutes gone in the second half. Already under pressure. Stroll third. Fair enough. Do you know what? Stroll, you can finish 4th. Hulkenberg third. I'll have that. I'll take that. O'Connor, just over the 10, will hand the ball to Edgell. Carries the ball up towards the 20. Then Holroyd, taking it just short of the 30. Last tackle, not too much ground made here, but it's with Jake Connor out the back. Plenty of distance on this one. Taken on the full on the 20 by Arthur Moore. Carries it over the 30. And up towards the 40. Half a break there, but it's brought down. Now it's with Davies. Up to halfway and over it by a few metres. 3 minutes gone in the second half. Litton at dummy half. On his left to Broadbent. Takes it over the 40. And a bit extra as well. McLaurin in centre field. Goes right to Minchella. Other back to May. Then across to Morg. Steps off his right foot but kind of slips over. He's wrapped up there. Just over the 30. Back towards the middle with Minchella. He'll switch back to Dean Hadley, who carries it up towards the 20. Still pumping his legs. Last tackle inside the red zone. Short side right. May pops up to Reece Martin. He offloads it back to May. He's wrapped up. Can he get an offload? Almost. He is eventually brought down. Eventually. Very close to an offload there. And it's going to be Edgell with the first carry in this set. 4 minutes gone in the second half. Up towards the 20. O'Connor gives the ball to Handley. He'd surely love a bit of room to run today. Would Ash Handley. Is there anyone stopping him? If he gets a break? I don't think so. Great to have Martin and McLaurin back. I'm sure it is. O'Connor. Now with Cameron Smith through the middle. 3 Hull KR players in centre field to bring him down. Not let him get too many metres there. On the fourth tackle, they go right to Croft, who cuts back towards the left. Is now with Holroyd. Bit of room to run, looking for an offload. Gets one. Oof. Lasoni taken high by Warrior Hargreaves, I think. Yeah, it's going to be a penalty for Leeds. They really needed that kind of break. Nothing crazy there from Warrior Hargreaves. I think he knew after he did it that he made a mistake there. But yeah, there's no need for any cards or anything like that. I think penalty is good. Move on. And good to go. So Leeds with a fresh set of 6. Their best chance of the second half. Just over 5 minutes gone. Watkins carries the ball straight up towards the 20. Gets an offload for Cameron Smith. Right to Croft. Switches back to Newman. Takes it over the 20. So Leeds now inside the red zone with plenty of tackles left in this set. O'Connor, slightly right of centre field. Go left to Cam Smith. Pops up to Lasoni trying to crash over. Lasoni's in. There we go. Points for Leeds. There we go. There we go. They just needed something. Just got that break with the penalty. Found themselves in good field position. Finally, Leeds on the board. I felt it was going to come at some point because their intent this game has been good. But that's huge. That is huge for Leeds. So it is 8-4 with the kick to come, but it's close enough to the sticks that they should get the extras. That's a solid try. Oh, I really want Hulkenberg to overtake Stroll. I really want Hulkenberg to get a podium here. Lance Stroll, if there's ever a time to remember who you are, if there's ever a time to be as bad as you always have been, now is the time. Well done, Leeds. Seven minutes gone in this game. The clock's still, in the second half, clock's still ticking. Jake Connor to add the extras, make it a 2-point game. The kick from Jake Connor, who got 8 out of 8 against Lee last week. Fair enough. The kick is good. That is 8-6. Leeds getting that all-important try. Forward to Lasoni. Let's have a look. I wouldn't say so. No, I think that's okay. Okay, there's been an accusation of an eye gouge. Yes, mate, it's 8-6. That's why it's right there. Next carry for Leeds in this new set off the back of a try is going to be from Holroyd. It was Newman that accused somebody of an eye gouge. I'm not sure who he's accusing, but that's been... no need to apologise, all good. Well, yeah, that'll just be updated with the exact score as soon as possible. And is that a penalty? Have I missed something here? I missed that. I think that was the potential eye gouge. I missed that, so I'd have to maybe see that again. But there is a penalty for Leeds. Interference. 8 minutes gone in the second half. Leeds already with a great chance to actually take the lead for the first time in this game. .30 metres out. Jake Connor launches it right to Croft. Just behind him to Miller. He'll switch back to Harry Newman. Carries it over the 30. Plays it for O'Connor. Right of centre field. Now with Cameron Smith. He'll switch back to Holroyd. Can see Leeds scoring again. Then KR applying pressure like why kind of. Maybe. Croft. Across to Newman. Then out on the wing to Ryan Hall. Not much room to work with. He'll play it near the right touchline. Newman will come back towards the middle to Croft. Under pressure, but gets the ball away. O'Connor, then to Jake Connor. Switches back to Watkins. He's still stepping, gets enough over Cam Smith. He's then brought down 15 metres out. Fourth tackle. 9 minutes gone in the second half. Right to Croft. He steps off his right foot. Then it's to Lasone. Bumps off one. Still shifting. Gets it off to O'Connor. Then to Miller. Then across to Watkins. They might have the space and numbers down the left. Connor across to Edgell. Steps. Oh, he stopped just short. Just short. And Hulkenberg is third. Hulkenberg is in P3. Go on, Nico, lad. It's now with Holroyd in centre field. He's stopped on the last tackle, just over the 10. Well done, Hull Kingston Rovers, for scrambling well enough to stop that one. Maybe Leeds could have been a little bit cleaner. Could have been a little bit cleaner there on that set, but solid work from the Robins. 50 minutes gone in this game. We've got 30 minutes left to go. Is it on BBC One? No, this game is on... I mean, it might be on the BBC. I don't know, but it's on Sky Sports. Descent from Jared Warrior-Hargreaves. Descent from JWH. I don't know what he said. Naughty, naughty. Naughty, naughty. So, Jake Connor will be able to equalise with a penalty right in front of the sticks. Interesting. Interesting. I mean, he would say something. What did he say? I'm not sure. Maybe it'll come out. Someone will report it. Must have really hurt Kendall's pride. Who knows? This is actually going to be level. Penalty for Leeds right in front of the sticks. This is actually going to be 8-all. Can't believe it. I can't believe it. And it's going to be 8-all. Boos ring around the crowd. Leeds fans are up for it. Trying to drown out the boos. It is so close, Slink, it could not be closer. Hi, Luke. Just came back from my game in Leeds. Just to be locked out, so thought I would watch it here. All right. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. "64 peeps in here. Welcome. Howdy." So we've got 52 minutes, 37 seconds on the clock for myself. Leeds shifting the ball down the left-hand side. Handley's wrapped up on his own 30. Third tackle. He'll play this ball for Edgell over on the left-hand side. Comes back towards the middle with Connor. He gives it off to Cam Smith. Wrapped up by 3 Hull KR defenders. Well, it did say 64. I mean, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So now Jake Connor goes right to Croft. Launches it across to Newman. As a great pass across. Decides to go himself, but that's good defensive work there from Broadbent to get him stopped. 53 minutes gone. Now with Croft left to Jake Connor. Could have actually tried to take a bit of room through the middle there. Maybe gone for something. A little bit awkward for Artemore, but takes it cleanly. Switches back to Davies. And takes it over the 20. Who's been the better side, would you say? I think KR have still been the better side. It's just that it's a bit like the Saints Hull FC game yesterday. Is that Saints were clearly the better side. I think it's a little bit closer in this one, but one side was better than the other. But maybe just in terms of control through the middle of the game, through the middle of the park, and throughout the game. But just they haven't been getting the points. And all it took was like 1 point to kind of change momentum. I think it's been similar with this one. So Hull KR have been the better side, but Leeds have still had plenty of good enough moments to stay in the game. And in recent moments, momentum swung in their favour, a bit like when Hull FC got that patch of momentum sort of early in the second half yesterday. But Leeds looking a little bit better now, on the front foot. Next carry from Aledzki takes him just short of 30, coming up to 54.5 minutes on the clock. Third tackle. Now Holroyd over the 30 with a strong carry. Slow to play the ball. Last tackle, O'Connor goes out the back to Croft. Under a little bit of pressure from Hadley, I believe that was. He'll kick down the right-hand side towards the back right to Burgess. He recovers it over the 10. Fair few Leeds defenders there to get him stopped. Just short the 20. Hull Kingston Rovers. Possible interference there for a 6 again, but Kendall says otherwise. Morg will scoop from dummy half and take this up towards the 40. Now with Hiku, takes it over the 40, up towards the halfway line. Fourth tackle for the Robins. About to be 55.5 minutes gone in this game. There'll be a kick straight from dummy half from Litton. It'll bounce off, I think, was that off a Leeds player? I think it was. But it wasn't played at, so this will now be the last tackle for Hull Kingston Rovers, just inside Leeds territory. Out the back to Morg. Towards the back left. Easy enough for Miller to take on the 20. A little bit of pressure, but skips past one. And then makes a few extra metres there. Edgell will now cut back towards the left-hand side. Can he get an offload? No, he cannot. That would have been a big offload if he managed to get one. That would have been huge. Now with Watkins, takes it over the 30, with the third tackle coming up for the Rhinos. Now Aledzki up towards the 40. That's a great carry. That's a splendid carry. Now with Croft, out the back to Miller, wrapped up or just manages to escape one. Calls from forward for the crowd. I'm not too sure, might need to see that one again. Ryan Hall in possession now. Stopped on the halfway line. It's now the last tackle for Leeds. Out the back to Croft. Under some pressure. Gets the ball away though. Towards the back right. Morgan underneath it. Takes it cleanly. Takes it over his own 10. Coming up towards the 20. Cuts back towards the middle. Skips past one. Makes some extra metres after initial contact. It's now with Broadbent. Cuts towards the left. He's wrapped up by McDonald. There's help there from O'Connor. Not far off the last quarter of the game. Level paying at 8-all. I've still got that poll up at the moment. Forgot to end that one. That would have been good. Now shifting right. Morg loses the ball, but backwards, so that's all good. Recovers it. Is the ref going to say knock on? Was it a knock on? I challenge that. I don't know. Let's see it again. I don't know. Unless it was because he'd moved forward. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, fair enough, yeah. It's because he kept moving forward. I thought it was backwards, but no, that is a knock-on. Fair enough. "58 minutes on the clock. Does anyone want to predict a winner? Anyone? Let me know. Scrum on halfway for the Rhinos. They go right to Newman. Making a few metres, maybe about 5 or 6. I'll now play this for O'Connor. I'll go in centre field with Miller. He'll switch back to Cameron Smith. He'll take the ball up towards the 30. Third tackle. So decent field position here. Worst case scenario, hopefully for Leeds, they can pin KR back into a corner. And maybe they can build off the back of that. But there's going to be a decent carry behind the ruck there from O'Connor up towards the 10. Last tackle for Leeds, 59 minutes on the clock. Jake Connor, left of the sticks, goes right to Croft, dinks the ball towards the back right. Ryan Hall's there, but so is Burgess. He leaps up, takes it cleanly. I think he's been excellent in the air this year, actually, Burgess. But he loses the ball, trying to play it. That's a mistake from Burgess inside his own 10. He will gift field position to Leeds. You can't be doing that. You can't be doing that. I don't think there was any interference from Newman in there. There's no intent to challenge, so I reckon that's... Yeah, he just straight up lost it. I couldn't tell from the initial angle whether he'd lost it or there was interference, but yeah, he's just straight up lost that. So it's out the back of the scrum, knocked backwards from O'Connor. Now in the hands of Miller, tries to bump off Tanganoa. He's wrapped up 9 or 8 metres out. 59.5 minutes on the clock. First tackle in centre field, right to Oledzki. Just right of the sticks, a few metres short. O'Connor, left to Croft, left to Connor. Then slightly wayward, but eventually recovered by Edgell. He'll have to cut back towards the middle. He's near the left touchline. It's all safe now. Handley waits at dummy half on the third tackle. Just short of the 10. Handley goes to his right to Connor. He'll then hand it off to Cam Smith. And carry the ball up towards the 10 metre line. Now in centre field. 2 tackles to go in this set. 10 minutes left. They could go for one if they wanted to. I wouldn't mind the intent. Croft dinking the ball through. A little bit sloppy, but eventually knocked the ball over the dead ball line. That's going to be a dropout for the Robins. Bit more pressure just building. If they want to be cheeky and go short, fair enough. I wouldn't recommend it. But if they want to go for it, you do you, folks. You do you. So here we go with the dropout. Lytton will go long. This will be taken on the 40 by Lockie Miller. Hands the ball off to Holroyd. Takes it up to the 30 and just over it. Do Robins ever go short? I think sometimes they do. I don't see it that often because they're not normally in that position, to be fair. Cameron Smith will play the ball in centre field for Jared O'Connor. He'll go left to Oledzki. He'll take it a few metres short of the 10. Slightly left of the sticks. O'Connor will go himself. Oof, that's a strong hit. Stop between the sticks, a few metres short. Getting in Sue's face. He's not happy. But they'll go left to Connor. He wants to dab the ball through. A little bit of a mess there, but it's recovered by Petehiku. Not great execution there from Jake Connor. What was that? Tackle 2? Was it? Tackle 1 or 2? That's a bit of a waste. Davies with the next carry. Hull Kingston Rovers about 15 metres out from their own try line. Next carry from Reece Martin. The first try scorer in this game. It's now with Morg. Over the 30. May will hand the ball off to Hadley. Have we seen Luckley at all today? Or was that... I'm sure... We've not seen Luckley, have we? I don't think we have. We've got just less than 18 minutes to go. Ryan Hall recovers the ball back over the 30. That's a strong hit. Plenty of defenders there to bring him down, but that's a great return from Ryan Hall. Plays it for Croft on the 40. Now in Newman. Looking left, but slips over. And that's the end of that one. Oh yeah, it might do, Alex. Good point. Lockie Miller in centre field. Edgell smashed onto the ground by May. So not much progress since the first return for Ryan Hall. O'Connor hands the ball off to Palacia. Takes a carry up towards the halfway line. There's a kick towards the back left. Morg is chasing. Just slips over but recovers it cleanly enough. He's under pressure almost immediately after recovering the ball. About 8 or 9 metres out from his own try line. We've got 17 minutes left. Field position is looking favourable for Leeds right now. So it's whether they want to go for 1 point soon once they can actually get the ball into decent field position. He's now with Burgess, taking a carry through centre field up towards his own 40. 16.5 minutes to go in this game. Litton at dummy half. Hands the ball off to Hadley on his right. Last tackle, just short of halfway. May will go right to Morg. Little bit of inside pressure, but it's then taken cleanly by Miller on his own 10. Returns up to the 20. So decent set there from the Robins. They've got Leeds on their own 20. If they can just keep them pinned back, they'll swing momentum in their favour. They need to be disciplined in this set. Good line speed as well would help. Hanley is going to scoop towards the left-hand side and take it over the 30. Missing Lewis kicking, to be honest. Yeah, possibly. Normally can trust Morg. He's quite reliable. I think Litton normally is quite good with his kicking game as well. Palacia shifting right to Croft. He wanted to go out the back, but he's just going to step on his right foot. The Zen Monk, Bentley, is on. Last tackle, Leeds only up to halfway. So now Jake Connor hits the belly of the ball. Could be a tough one to take. Awkward one there for Morg, but he takes it cleanly enough. Well done to Arthur Morg. Up towards the 20. Almost 15 minutes to go. So now with Davies. Just short of the 30. Litton at dummy half. Broadbent will play the ball for him. Now it's with Tanganoa. He slips over, so he's wrapped up on his own 40. Now luckily, he's on. Gets an offload as well. It's a decent carry. Draws plenty of defenders in. Gets an offload for Minchella. He then offloads to Litton. Bit of space on the right side maybe, but Litton's just going to carry the ball himself through centre field. They've got 14.5 minutes to go. Alex wants a 6 again. They do not get one. There's an awkward contest here. Miller just takes the ball cleanly enough under a bit of pressure towards the back right. He's stopped just short of his own 20. Slow play the ball for Hanley. He gives the ball to Edgell. And just takes it a little bit closer and just over the 20. See, here's the thing now. Here's the thing. Going back to what I said in my predictions video. Leeds are more likely to take the risks in the midfield. They're more likely to risk things. But both teams, I think, want to get into the back and forth. Offloads are huge in the midfield, but there's some decent movement from Leeds in centre field right now. Watkins will play the ball on halfway, 4th tackle. Leeds are more likely to take the risks. But if they both just get into the back and forth, you normally trust Hull KR to win the battle up front. But Leeds have been great up front this year. Especially in the last few months, they've been excellent. So, how's that going to affect field position? It's a tough one. Just who can have... I don't know, who can get more offloads in the midfield maybe? Who's going to be more disciplined? Who's going to have quicker line speed defensively? It's an enigma. The last 13 minutes is a massive question mark. A massive question mark. Is he watching the game? What are you on about? Oh, the ref. Apparently not. Red card. Davies carries the ball up towards the 40. McAlorum left to Minchella. Out the back to Litton. Then across to Tanganoa. Wrapped up by a few Leeds defenders over near the left touchline. It's going to be the last tackle for the Robins. Oh, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It's out the back to May on the last. Plenty of distance on this one. Taken cleanly by Miller. Edgell. Down the left-hand side, bit of room to run. Gets the ball away to Hanley. Takes it cleanly enough back inside. That possibly was forward there. Then to Connor. He's got support from Hanley. And then he's got support from Miller. Leeds are in. Leeds Rhinos are in. I've got to fill in. There was 1.5 forward passes in there because I'm not entirely sure about one of them. There was 1.5 forward passes in that play, but that's going to be a try for Leeds. I do need to see it again. But Leeds, they're up 12-8. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's a trumpet. Right, let's have a look at this. So Edgell, left to Handley, and then plays it back inside. Maybe momentum on that one. That looked okay, actually. That's okay. That's fine. Okay, so it's the one from Handley back inside. Might have been momentum, I'm not too sure. It did look forward, but I'm not sure. "69 minutes and 16 seconds on the clock. Bloody hell. Oh my god. I'm assuming they'll get the kick. I'm actually going to go back and check that one again real quick. See if it was forward. Right. Let's have a look. Was it forward? Or was it momentum? One more look. Looking at his hands, it doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like he's passed it forward from his hands. Maybe slightly. I don't know. That's a tough one. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and say that's momentum, but that's 14-8 with 10.5 minutes to go. Are Leeds going to do this? The Robins haven't had many calls go their way in the second half. But what it does mean is the Robins are about to go ape shit, which means it could get spicy. It could get very, very spicy. Leeds trying to chuck the ball around in their own 20-metre zone. Why? Steady on, lads. Oh my god, Hulkenberg's going to get a podium. Hulkenberg's going to get a podium. Oh my god, don't tell me. Don't tell me. What a guy. Go on, Nico. He's actually going to bloody do it as well. Go on. Go on, Nico, lad. Get in. Get in. Leeds will dab the ball towards the back right. Artemorg will let the ball just roll into touch. 9.5 minutes to go. Nico deserves it. Absolutely. Oh, I'm so happy for him. If he just gets it across the line, I'll be so happy for Nico Hulkenberg, honestly. Well done. Well done. So back to this game. Back to the game. The Robins are in possession. First tackle. 9 minutes to go. Have Leeds Rhinos done this? Who knows at this point? Who knows? It's with Luckley. Slightly left of centre field. That's true, Alex. I think Leeds' defence has been excellent. And again, I said it from pretty much the start. Their intent in the midfield to actually have a go has been quality. Hasn't always come off. They haven't been clean. Haven't been perfect. But they've stuck with it. They've backed themselves. And they've backed themselves defensively when they've made the mistake. So, fair play to Leeds. Fair play. So last tackle, Morg under a bit of pressure down the short side right will manage to get the ball away though. There is a contest. I think that's knocked on by Miller. So it's a fresh set for the Robins inside the red zone. Great chance here to answer back. If they can get 6 points here, it's going to get spicy. It's going to get spicy. 72 minutes on the clock. McAlorum in centre field with Minchella. He'll switch back to Luckley. Carries the ball up towards the 10. He'll play this for McAlorum in centre field. Just less than 8 minutes to go. Right to Minchella. Right to May. Pops it up to Whitbread. Could have gone out the back, but I like that intent there. A metre out. Right at the sticks. McAlorum. Shoots it out the back to Morg. Then across to May. Out the back to Litton. Little bit slow here, but Broadbent trying to get around the outside of Newman. He's wrapped up. Good work there from Newman. Burgess Now with Litton on the 4th. Then to May in centre field. Pops it up to Hadley. He switches back to May. Across to Whitbread. Then to Hiku. Steps off his right foot. Then again, but he's wrapped up on the 10 by Jake Connor. That's good defensive work. Plays it for Whitbread. On his left to May. He's got support on his right and left. Looking for an offload. Gets one to Minchella. Then to McAlorum. Then to Litton. Under pressure. Gets an offload. Broadbent is there, but so is Newman. It's Wayward. Recovered by Tanganoa. Gets an offload. Recovered by Burgess. Kicks the ball down the line. Croft is there to recover it. He wants the ball to go dead. It does. And breathe. It's a 20-metre tap and a 7-tackle set for Leeds. $8-14 in favour of the Rhinos. Ryan Hall. Will carry the ball over the 30. He'll play this for Jared O'Connor. Watkins with the next carry up towards halfway. We now have 6 minutes to go. O'Connor in centre field. Bentley, the Zen monk, takes it up towards the Robins 40. O'Connor goes right to Croft. Bit of space there for Croft. Gets an offload to Holroyd. He's got support as well. Doesn't use it. Probably the right call there. I'm cool with that. Go for one. Go for one. You've got to do it. Go for one, man. What are you doing? Pops up to Watkins. Lose the ball. I'm telling you. Why are you not going for one? Why? 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 Oh my God. Someone explain that to me. Somebody. Five minutes to go. Why are you not going for one? Why? I will, even though it's close to the end of the game, I'm going to take a pause for something else real quick. Or a moment for something else very soon. Thank you very much, Peter. Thank you. I'm knackered now. Now McAlorum on the last tackle. Sorry I missed so much, guys. I apologise. There's a kick on the last. Ball is up in the air. Bounces backwards towards the Robins. Warrior Hargreaves collects it. He gets an offload from Morg. Everything's a little bit slow at the moment. Petiku's wrapped up. That's a great tackle there from Hanley. Trying to get the ball off. Tries to. It is still collected by Whitbread, but eventually he's brought down. Oh my God. Four minutes to go. The Robins are going to start chucking the ball around soon. It's going to be Leeds in possession, though. O'Connor gives the ball to Jenkins. Second tackle for the Rhinos. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, though. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been watching Formula One since 2011. This man, Nico Hulkenberg, in his career, has raced nearly 300 races and has finally got himself a podium, and he's earned himself a trumpet. Nico Hulkenberg, with his first career podium. Congratulations to the geezer. Well done you. Now back to the game. Croft goes for one, misses it like an absolute legend. But I just, as an F1 fan, I had to take a second to congratulate Mr. Hulkenberg on his first career podium. Well done, sir. Congratulations to you. Very happy for him. I've always liked him. He's a solid driver. Very solid driver. Seems like a nice guy as well. So, well done, Hulkenberg. Right, that's the end of that for F1 stuff. Where did Verstappen finish? I don't know. I didn't see. Right, so we've got a few minutes left in this. I'll finish with the Rugby League. So with May, now in centre field with Minchella, then with Litton. He's wrapped up. That's good defensive work by McDonald. That's huge. So now with Broadbent, bit of space behind the ruck maybe. Decent meters. Third tackle, so still a few more tackles to go in this set. I think they will get at least another set after this one. There's an offload knock-on from Luckley and Croft. Sorry, not Croft. Connor getting in his face. 2 minutes to go. Connor. Jake Connor. Oh. You either love him or hate him. You honestly do. Anyway, Leeds will have a scrum about 35 metres out from their own try line. So Hull KR should get at least one more set. Whether it'll be a full set, I don't know, but they should get possession. Ryan Hall with the next carry up towards halfway. O'Connor on his left to Holroyd. Now inside Robin's territory. We have 1 minute, 10 seconds to go. The Zen Monk, James Bentley, will take it up towards the 40. It's now the fourth tackle. 1 minute to go. So the Robins should get maybe, bare minimum, 3 plays. Bare minimum. Last tackle. Fairly slow to play the ball here. Minchella, what are you doing, lad? What are you doing? Short side left to Jake Connor. He'll just drill the ball low, and this will go into touch. Nicely done. It's a good kick. Good kick. Hull KR not really in slight rush to get this underway. 30 seconds to go. 30 seconds to go. So with Broadbent, he'll take the first carry. Which way do they want to go? Which way do they want to go? 20 seconds left. Is this the one? But Minchella launched it across to Luckley. He's under pressure. Wants to get an offload maybe. 15 seconds left. Stopped on the 30. I think this is going to be it. This will be the last play of the game. Morg, now with Litton. Looking to kick across field. Is that the right call? It's knocked on by Burgess. Put into touch by Newman. And that is going to be... That's going to be full time. Leeds have bloody done it. Oh my God. Jake Connor. Getting the crowd involved. Leeds have done it. What a game. What a game. That was quality, that. Oh my God. 2 great sides. Great contest through the middle. Honestly, the battle up front was quality. Those packs are brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Well done to both sides. That was a great game. Brilliant game. Leeds really stuck in there. Again, I've said it multiple times this stream, but their intent from the start, I think, was brilliant. To go at a team that's been as good as they have been for so long, but to just keep pestering them, chucking the ball down that left-hand side. Honestly, fair play. So the table now, Hull KR on 30 points, Wigan still only 4 points behind. So they're still kind of in reach. That does help them massively. Leeds, 3 wins behind KR. So they're now sort of creeping into that conversation. It's still 3 wins, which you can't see Hull KR dropping many more games than this. Maybe Wigan later on in the year if they get their act together. We'll see. But that was a great game. Absolutely brilliant game. By the way, folks, just to remind people, at 5:30, the interview with Jack Walker will be premiering on this channel. There is a link that I've pinned in the live stream chat. Now, if you click that, it will take you to the interview with Jack Walker. It is in 41 minutes. Premieres at R5. Hopefully, people watch that. Hopefully, people enjoy it. But yeah, it's... I enjoyed the conversation. It was very informative. We talk about his 2017 Grand Final. We talk about his... let's just get this up on the screen, actually. So about the 2017 Grand Final. His time at KR, his time at FC, current time at the Sheffield Eagles, other opinions he's got in rugby league and sort of experiences, some tactical stuff, and answering some fan questions as well. So it'd be great if people go watch that at 5:30 on this channel. Okay. Power rankings, though. Oof. Power rankings are going to be interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting. Okay. Very, very interesting. Okay, I'm going to call it a day there. So once again, the link in the live stream chat will take you to the Jack Walker interview, which is at 5:30. Thank you very much to, I think it was Kieran with the donation before the game started. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you to everyone that stopped by. Alex, Samarito, Slink, Foxstar, Peter. Was Paul here at one point? I feel like he was. Joshua stopped by as well. A lot of the regulars. Jonathan stopped by as well. Folks, thank you very much for stopping by. It is greatly appreciated. Hope you have a great rest of your day and a great week. I need to chill after that one, but yeah, thank you for stopping by. As always, it is greatly appreciated. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say. Well done again to Nico Hulkenberg for the podium. Well done to you, son. Well done to you. But yeah, that's going to be it, folks. Well done to Leeds Rhinos. I think they were great today. The Robins were also quality as well. That was a cracking game of rugby league. Absolutely brilliant. But yeah, folks. Yeah, that's going to be it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.